let's start with the 54-yard run. You just get all that green grass in front of you. I mean, for a running back, that's got to open your eyes wide up, right?
Yeah, it felt good to kind of get through there. The O-line made a good push, and then the hole opened up, and I just had to run through some guys and just get out there. Yeah, so run as fast as I can.
You've obviously worked your tail off to get to this point. I mean, Coach Dickert's talked a lot about how you're the bulldog, and you were a pain for him on scout team when he was the DC, and 3 years in, you get your first touchdown. I mean, what goes through your mind, and how much does that kind of maybe feel like all that hard work has kind of come to fruition and really paid off for you?
It feels good, and Coach Dicker might not remember this, but I remember I think it was my second year when I was on the scout team. He was telling me after practice, he's like, get ready to come to the defensive side of the ball. You're going to be a safety or something. I said, Coach, you wait. Like, I'm going to play running back. So it just feels good. It's a culmination of a lot of hard work, and I'm just proud of my guys up front. They were just going crazy, so it feels good.
So what made you want to stick with running back in the end instead of going to defense?
Yeah, I just always been a running back. I love defense too, but I feel like this is where I can help the team the most, and I've just done it my whole life, so that's really it.
Are you glad you stuck with it?
You said what?
I said, are you glad you stuck with it?
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
On the long touchdown rush, when does it enter your mind, like, hey, this is going to be a big run, or kind of when does that occur to you?
Yeah, on the big run? Yeah. I think every run you kind of expect you expect the best, and so I'm always looking for that crease, and I just I saw the read. I followed my pulling guard, kind of just try to be patient, and then just hit it as hard as I could. And you don't really know until once I felt that last guy off my heel, and I just kind of kicked my heels up and I started going. That's when I knew that it was going to be a big one. Yeah.
Coach kind of talked about how games like this are rewards for the guys that put in the work in practice but don't see the field a lot. Do you feel that way? Did it feel like a reward for you to get on the field today?
Yeah, I could see that for sure. Anytime you get to go in and play football, it's a good time. So, yeah, I would say so. Felt good to get in.
And how much do you see this for you and even some other guys who have been working at practice and then, been on the sidelines for the couple games? How much does this almost give you like a boost as you head into the rest of the season where you're, at practice and in the weight room and things like that?
Yeah, no, for sure. Just getting in and feeling, contact and playing real football again against someone that isn't your own team, just – It's a different feeling out there, so I was happy to get out there and hit some guys that weren't wearing crimson. So,
for building off what you just said right there, do you think that kind of brings the whole group together a little bit? That you guys got in there and got to show what you can do as well?
Yeah, absolutely. I think Coach Dicker talks about leadership from the the ground up, and so it comes from those freshmen that got in. It comes from the guys that don't play as much, and so I think really just establishing that culture. We were all ready for the moment. So
I'm just wondering, at the end of that long run, you were kind of on the sideline there, and maybe with some players here or different levels, you might see them step out of bounds. I noticed you lowered into the defender to finish that run. I'm just wondering what that says about you, just kind of about your running style, finishing like that.
Yeah, I would consider myself a physical back. I like to run hard, and so when I broke that run and I kind of saw it, if it was one guy, I might have tried to beat him, but I saw two guys with a good angle, and so I'll never go out of bounds. I'll never run out of bounds. And so I just figured I'd deliver a hit.
And we've talked a lot about, your work behind the scenes and in practice. I'm just wondering, when you're on the sideline there, not 100% sure in a game whether you'll go in or not, what the key is for you to always being ready to at any moment.
Yeah, well, you never know what can happen. And so I always try to stay ready and prepare myself. So when that moment comes, I'm not shocked, surprised. And so just, staying in my playbook and staying stretched out, hydrating all week. When that time comes, you're not nervous because you're ready.
Hey, obviously, Dylan, great game on the ground. What's it like being in the end zone? Obviously, first time getting in the end zone late, obviously, but what's it like, obviously, just scoring your first collegiate touchdown here at WSU?
Yeah, it felt really good. I think just getting in there felt like I said earlier, like a culmination of all my hard work over the years, being on scout team, playing receiver my freshman year. Just a whole lot of craziness. You guys don't even know the half of it, really, but it just felt like all of that just kind of off my shoulders, all the weight off my shoulders. I finally got in the end zone, so it felt good.
I'm sure you get back to the sideline after the touchdown. There's a lot of teammates celebrating with you, slapping you on the helmet. What was it like to share that moment with your brother?
Oh, it was great. Not many guys get to play with their brother, especially in college football, and so it just threw me back to the high school days, really. I'm just so happy he's on the team that I think he's going to be a big player someday for us. So.